What is the many reasons you decided to play quarterback?
I just like playing quarterback because I just like to throw the ball and being in that leadership role.
Yep.
And you get to touch the ball every play. So I thought that was kind of cool as a kid. I started playing quarterback,
Yeah.
and then it carried over to high school.
Very nice. What keeps you motivated to keep playing football?
I just like being out there every day with my friends and just football's a lot of fun. And I mean that's the biggest reason I play. So
Very
I'd
nice.
have to say I'd have to say that.
All right. So what are your future ambitions in life?
It's a big question. Um, Go to college, play football in college, hopefully get a degree, and then I mean get a job and you know see where life takes me.
Definitely like that answer. So can you please elaborate on what kind of degree you want to get?
So I'm thinking about studying. I got a few options right now, but my main interests are physical therapy, um, or business, like business management, administration. I haven't really decided yet. But I don't know. I'm interested in PT just because I know I've had every injury there has been, and I think I'd be good at identifying those injuries and helping people recover from them.
Definitely like that answer. All right. So what are your future goals and how do you plan to achieve that?
Future goals. Well, I'd like to, like I said, play football in college,
Yeah.
and to achieve that, just keep working in the classroom. I mean, turning in my homework on time, doing my assignments, and just keep playing football.
Definitely like that. All right. So who are the people who had a big influence in your life?
Big influence in my life, definitely my mom. She's my biggest supporter. She helps me with everything. I mean, buys me food, gives me rides when I need rides.
Yeah, I
And
could
then
even
I'd
see
have to
that.
say my coaches. I'd
Oh
have to say
yeah,
my coaches, just because I
definitely.
mean, they gave me the opportunity to play football, and I still talk to coach. I mean, even when we're not in season, I still talk to Coach Mike on a weekly basis. So I'd have
Definitely
to
like that
say
one.
those two.
Yeah. All right. So what has public education taught you throughout your high school years?
Public education. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me. I mean, school obviously is important. So get your stuff done, but just relationships with people. Going to Stevens, there's a lot of people at Stevens, so just getting to know your teachers and getting to build relationships is an important lesson, and I learned how to do that very well at
Yeah,
Stevens.
definitely like that one. All right. So what is one future advice for looking for people to becoming a quarterback?
Becoming a quarterback, just go out and throw the ball. I mean, quarterback, it's a hard position. You got to know all the plays. You got to know what certain receivers are doing at certain times, but it's really fun because I mean, you never get bored. So I
Yeah.
think my biggest word of advice is just to get to know your players, like get to know your wide receivers, get to know everybody on the team, and just be vocal and hold people accountable. I think is the biggest thing,
Yeah. You can definitely
biggest role to being a quarterback.
yeah, definitely a word of advice for Jacob, the upcoming quarterback. So
Yeah, yeah.
so what is one game you could replay and why?
Replay like one game I wish I could go back and
Yeah, pretty
um,
much.
play again.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good question, Sam. I'd have to say I'd like to get the Roosevelt game back just because I felt like we could have played a lot better than we did.
Oh, definitely.
Um, we got off the bus and we were just sluggish, and I mean I don't think they were a very strong team, but we kind of
Let them
beat
play with us.
ourselves, and yeah, we kind of beat ourselves. So I wish we would have had that game back, and I wish we would have could have got a road win. So
Yeah, that was definitely something that we could have definitely won, but we just didn't play right. So,
I agree.
um,
I agree.
How do you want to be remembered and why and why? And what do you think your legacy will be? Shoot, I'm not reading these questions correctly.
Well, that's all good. They're good questions. I got to think a little bit. Legacy. Just a guy who went out and just worked his butt off every single day at practice um and just got to know all his players and like I said, building relationships. I think that's the most that's what I enjoyed the most about playing football is just getting to know everybody from the younger class to the freshmen to the seniors in my grade and just yeah,
God, yeah, the freshmen. So,
yeah.
how did you gain your self-confidence?
Self-confidence. Yeah, confidence is key. For me, I would just envision myself like before a game or even before practice, I would envision myself making this throw, making this read. And then I felt like if I envisioned myself doing that before I went onto the field, it would it would help me when I got onto the field.
Yeah,
And because I feel like if you're thinking about it and you believe in yourself and you believe that you can do it, then most likely you can do it.
definitely agree on that one. All right, so let's hear. What is your one of your proudest accomplishments in football?
Proudest accomplishments in football. Oh, that's a good question. One of my proudest accomplishments was being elected captain during our last playoff game against O'Gorman.
Yeah,
I think I mean, it's just an accomplishment because that means that your teammates kind of trust you and your teammates believe in you. And
if they can
I
lead.
really appreciated that. Yep, I really appreciated that from them. Um, so, I mean, you can have all the awards you want, but like I said, just knowing that you built a good relationship with your teammates is the best feeling.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. All right, so did you play any other sports when you were younger?
I did. I did. I played like pretty much every sport you can think of. I played them all. I played soccer, then I played hockey for a little bit, which I regret quitting. I loved hockey. I played basketball for a little bit, and then baseball. Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing. So, I mean, I like to golf a little bit in my free time, but I'm not very good.
Yeah, same here.
Golf's hard.
It is.
So,
Yeah,
so yeah,
so
and then football, obviously.
definitely agree on that one. All right, so what do you typically eat before a football game?
Oh, you
Jeez.
guys, people are gonna hate on me for this, but I like my pregame snack is SpaghettiOs.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
serious. I
definitely
have
can agree on that
SpaghettiOs
one.
almost before every game.
I can relate.
Yep. I don't know why.
I'm that big person.
I usually try to. I know. I usually try to eat healthy, but before a game, I'm always craving SpaghettiOs for some reason.
Yeah,
And I feel
hey.
like it's lucky. I'm pretty superstitious, so if I don't get my SpaghettiOs,
It's
it's a
game
bad
over.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear. What was one of the most weirdest experiences you experienced in football and why?
Weirdest experiences?
Yep.
Oh.
Some people have been saying, like in the locker room, there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on in there. So I don't know if that's one of
Oh
them,
yeah.
but
There's some stuff that goes on in the locker room. Stuff I probably can't talk about, but
oh yeah.
I would say, okay, my freshman year, this is a bad experience. I
All
remember
right.
we went to Chamberlain for a trip, and I have to wear my wristband for the plays, and I remember I lost my wristband, and I
Wow.
was like, oh no, Coach Olson's gonna be mad at me. And then I think we ended up finding it in I think I went to go get taped in one of the other coaches' cars, and I must have
Yeah.
left it there. So I was freaking out before the game the whole time, and then I ended up finding it in his truck and being able to play.
Oh,
But
got
that
saved.
was a weird situation, a little scary.
Did not want to be in.
But
Yeah. All
no,
right. So let's see here. What conference game did you feel as though we could do better on? Which we already kind of went over this, but if there is something you want to add on to that,
I feel like we could have done better as a team.
yeah,
Well, definitely minimize the penalties. I feel like if we would have minimized the penalties, I mean, every time we got a penalty, I feel like get a big play, get something going, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot and get a penalty. But I mean, we did a good job. Like after we got a penalty, kind of getting back in the groove. But I think if we could have minimized on the penalties, minimized on the mental mistakes, then we could have done a lot better. But like I said, we did a good job persevering and ended up, you know,
Yeah, definitely
at the end of the season, I think we cleaned them up a lot.
yeah, definitely agree on that. So how did you feel about your last season of football?
Man, I'm gonna miss it. I can tell you that. It's high school football is it's a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been playing with a lot of these guys for a long time, and I mean, even at right after the O'Gorman game, you're sitting on the field, you're like, dang, this is the last time I'm gonna be on this field with my buddies I've been growing up with. So
Yeah.
it was definitely a lot of fun, and um, definitely at the end it was sad because we're not going to get that time back, but definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey, I definitely relate to that. So
Yeah.
let's see here. What is your morning like routine like getting up in the morning?
Morning routine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I wake up at like 6:50, and I'll sit on my phone for like 10 minutes, which is bad. That's a bad habit. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I get my morning started. I'll sit on my phone and I don't know, check my text messages. And then I'll get up. I usually shower the night before, so I'll wet my hair down a little bit, maybe throw on some deodorant, head upstairs,
Yeah.
eat breakfast, brush my teeth, and then leave for school.
Hey, yeah, gonna relate
Pretty
that in.
boring. Pretty boring. Pretty boring. But I
Oh
like
my
my
goodness,
sleep,
Jed
so I
doesn't
gotta
brush his
sleep in a
teeth.
little bit longer.
Oh, yeah. All right, so so do you plan on signing for any colleges?
Plan on what?
Do you plan on signing for any colleges?
Doing what?
Do you plan on signing for any colleges?
Signing. Oh, yeah. I plan on signing. I have a few options right now.
Yeah, if you don't want to say
A
anything,
lot
you
of
don't
great
have to, but
coaches. Yeah, no, but I'm definitely gonna sign to a
one of them.
college.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's see here. What do you plan on studying in college? Which are we kind of went over this, but if you want to go ahead and talk a little bit more into
Yeah, I can elaborate. I mean, physical therapy is definitely one of my
it.
interests. It's a lot of school. It's like
Yeah.
six to 8 years, but I think I'd enjoy that. And then a business degree too.
All
Um,
right.
just I think it's good to have a business degree if you want to like start your own business one day, or I mean, you can do a lot with the business degree. So definitely that too.
Yeah, all right. So I think that will finish